Paige, and today's video is going to be a full face of makeup that I forgot about. I got this idea from a YouTuber named Thomas. I will leave his video linked down below. I randomly came across his video like 2 nights ago and I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. I definitely have some makeup that I haven't used in forever, so I went real old school and dug up some really old products, and overall I love the way that the look turned out. There were a few misses, but overall things ended up turning out really well. Okay, honestly, I'm obsessed with this highlighter. I wasn't as like impressed right away, but my skin is glowing. Like, it looks wet. Okay. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. I will have all these products linked down below if they're still available, like I said in the video. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, I want to show you guys my nails. I just got them done today. I'm literally so obsessed with them. I think that they are so cute. All I did was ask for a pink and white ombre, and they used the dip powder. So yeah, last time I had my nails done like this, I got so many questions on what I asked for, so that's all that I asked for. And yeah, they're a little bit longer than what I'm used to. These are like the longest nails I've ever had. So yeah, I've found myself struggling opening things and like trying to put my ear pod in my ear. That was a whole situation. But we're gonna put some makeup on now. As you can see, my skin, she's doing pretty good still. I do have this huge, massive breakout that's like deep under the skin right there on my chin, but other than that, my skin is pretty happy. So yeah, today's video I'm gonna be using a bunch of makeup that I forgot about. Some of it is like really old, and some of it is like more recent stuff that I purchased and then completely forgot to ever use, so it's kind of like a mixture of things. So for primer, we're going to be going in with the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. This is something that I always wanted, this product, and then I finally purchased it full size, and I used it quite a bit actually, but then I honestly don't know the last time that I used this, so I thought we would start things off with this, and I am going to use a couple pumps. I think that this stuff smells so freaking good, and I really like the way that it feels on my skin. And a lot of people have an issue with this primer because they say it breaks them out because of like the coconut oil that's in it, but I haven't had any problems with it breaking me out, at least not that I know of. I haven't used it in, like I said, months, so I guess if we start breaking out, or if I start breaking out, I'll know what it was. Oh god. I have these, this is literally so like sketchy, but I have these washcloths that are wet, and I put them on my thighs to keep me cool. Because it's so hot in here usually, because I live in Florida and I have all of my curtains open, so like the heat just comes right on in, and I have bright lights in front of me, so it's usually pretty hot and I complain about it a lot. But I have come to the conclusion of getting some ice fluids here, and then also wetting some washcloths. I'm wearing really short shorts and just like plopping these on the thighs, and that really helps keep me cool. So anyway, that's so awkward and embarrassing. For foundation, I'm going to be using something that I've actually never used before. This is from Milani. It's the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer. I don't think I've ever used this before. I honestly don't even know. So yeah, I have it in the shade 03 Light Beige. And yeah, it hasn't ever been pumped, so I have no idea if this is gonna be my right shade or not. I do have like a little bit of tan, but not much, so I'm just gonna go in with my Jeffree Star and Morphe sponge and plop this on the face. So this is what 2 pumps of the foundation looks like on my skin. Honestly, it looks pretty dang good. The color is an almost exact match, which good thing I waited to use it, because it definitely would have been way too dark for me if I had used it when I originally purchased it. But the color looks really good, the coverage is very nice, and it has like a nice semi-matte finish, I would say. Like, I can still see like a sheen to my skin, but it looks pretty dang like set, and I haven't put any powder or anything on yet. So now we're gonna go in with concealer. So far, loving the foundation. The concealer that I'm gonna be using is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I have this one in the shade Porcelain, and I have a love-hate relationship with this product. it usually creases really bad on my under eye area, but everyone else loves it and I don't understand. So I haven't used this in forever, so I thought I would crack it out and use it today. So I'm just gonna put some on my under eye area, between my forehead, on my nose, right here, and basically all over my entire face. And I'm just gonna blend that out with my Jeffree Star sponge as well. So far, everything is looking pretty dang good. We're gonna go right in and set this because I don't want anything to crease, and it's probably gonna crease anyway, but we're gonna try to prevent that from happening. And I'm gonna be using the classic Coty Airspun powder. I have mine in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage. I used to use this every single day, and it is a very fragranced powder, and I haven't used it in a really long time, but I used to use this every single day. Wow, I'm like choking. So I have the product in the lid right here, and I'm just gonna dip my sponge in there and start setting my under eye area. I just finished setting the rest of my face with the same powder using the Blinged Brushes F1 from the silver set. I will be using my bling brushes today. I did a video doing a full face of Morphe, and I only used Morphe brushes, and let me tell you, your girl missed her blinged brushes. So yeah, I just basically dusted this over the rest of my face and then, you know, got rid of the excess powder that was in my T-zone. So now we're gonna go in with bronzer, and for bronzer we're gonna be using another classic product. This is from NYC. This is the Smooth Skin Sunny Bronzer. You know what I'm talking about? This old thing. I don't think they make this anymore. This is so freaking old, and I haven't used it in I don't even know how long, so this is probably so expired, but we're gonna put it on our face today for the sake of the video. I don't even, like, I used to use this every single day. I've gone through probably 5 of these things. Comment down below if you use this as well, because I know I wasn't the only one. Like, everybody and their mother used this product. So let's see how she goes. I don't even know. I'm scared. It's actually not that bad. Okay, honestly, I'm living for this bronzer. This is so freaking good. I forgot how much I loved it. It literally glides on the skin like butter, and it just blends itself into this powder. Oh, I'm freaking obsessed, and I love the color of it too. I have like a pretty big dent in this product. You're not gonna be able to tell on camera, but I know that this was one that I had that was like sealed for quite some time, and then the last time I used it was probably over a year ago. So yeah, I'm gonna try to find this online for you guys, but I'm pretty sure they stopped making this like forever ago. So yeah, I love the bronzer. Wow, such a good throwback. I literally used to use that in middle school. For blush, we're going to be going in with one of these Milani blushes. These are the powder blushes. This is in the shade Blossom Time Rose. So this isn't one of the shades that was my favorite. I mean, I really do like this shade, but I was obsessed with Romantic Rose, which is a very cool toned, like kind of mauve-y blush, but I've since like not stopped using cool tone blushes, but I am more gravitated towards the warm toned ones. So I have like 4 of these. I haven't used them in forever. That's gonna be the case with all of this stuff because it's full face of makeup that I forgot about, obviously. This one is like a really pretty kind of like peachier pink, like a corally pink, and it has like a little bit of a gold kind of sheen to it. So we'll see if that picks up on the cheeks. I don't even remember, but this is a really, really pretty color, and I was obsessed with these blushes. Like, I liked these ones better than the baked blushes from Milani. Whew. Sorry if my voice sounds weird. I feel like I can like barely breathe. I think there's a lot of powder floating in the air still. Ooh, our cheeks are looking poppin'. I am literally obsessed with my makeup so far. Like, this is so fun. I feel like I need to blend out my forehead a little bit better though. I love everything so far. Oh my gosh, I'm like literally rediscovering my makeup collection. By the way, I'll try to remember to say this in the intro. I'm going to remember to say this in the intro, but I didn't come up with this idea. I actually saw this guy named Thomas do this video, and so I'll leave his video linked down below. I don't know if he was the first one to do it or not, but I thought that this was such a fun like idea and video concept, so I really wanted to try it out. So not taking credit for the idea of this video. So now we're gonna move on to brows, and I'm gonna use the brow product that I used to use. Like, this was the first brow pencil I ever purchased. It's from Essence. This is the what is this even called? The Eyebrow Designer in the shade 04 Blonde, and it's like a taupey kind of color. Oh, it's already like, it's so dry. This is the first brow pencil I ever used. I used to not use brow pencils because I didn't think I needed to do my brows because they're so like dark, as you can tell naturally, but they're like not even, so I do my brows now. I've definitely learned from my mistakes of many years from not doing my brows. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of start filling them in with this pencil. I haven't used like a pencil. Like, I use like a retractable pencil, but I haven't used like a pencil in forever. All right, so I definitely didn't do the best on my brows. That literally was so hard, and I spent like 15 minutes trying to fix them. So I did kind of try to like carve out underneath with a little bit of the Too Faced concealer, and I used the Morphe, it's like a flat top brush. This is from one of the holiday sets, so it's just like a straight across edge, but I'm pretty sure they have one in their regular line, but I just kind of did that. So my brows don't look great. I feel like I'm used to a more precise point, so using a like chubbier like nub was a lot more difficult for me. And like I said, I didn't start doing brows until like maybe a year ago, and I'm not very skilled at it at all. So that's definitely my weak point in makeup, or one of them. I have multiple, but that's like a main one of them. So now we're gonna move on to eyes, and for eyeshadow I thought I would use the Morphe 35O palette. I mentioned this in my Jaclyn Hill Made Me Buy It video, and ever since then I've been dying to play around with this palette again. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit, and we're gonna do some orange eyeshadow. Where's my makeup wipes? So there they are. So this is the palette right here. I actually have a video on my channel from forever ago, and it says like daytime look with the 35O palette or something like that, and I'll leave it linked down below. It's probably so embarrassing, so I might not link it, but that was from so long ago. It was actually a collab. That was the first collab I ever did. Oh my gosh, what great memories. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and set the eye. I'm gonna use this shade right here. I don't think these have names. This is like old, like you can tell the logo on this is so old, and it's just the regular 35O. Now they have like a matte and a shimmer version, but this is just the OG. So I'm gonna take the blinged brushes E2, and I'm gonna go into that shade and set my eyelids, just kind of making sure there's no like major creases in my eyeshadow, because then we would just be setting the creases in place. But yeah. All right, so even though I am wearing a pink shirt, and normally I do pink eyeshadow, I want to go like really orange with this eye look and use a lot of these like super warm tone shades. So next I'm gonna just put like a warm color in my crease. I think I might use the I don't even know. I'm gonna use this brush from Morphe. This is the M433, and we're gonna go in with this shade right here. It's so cute. Very orangey and warm tone, which is exactly what we want. I haven't used, well, I've used Morphe eyeshadows a lot since I stopped using this. I've used the Jaclyn Hill palettes, I've used the James Charles palette, I've used the new 39S palette, I've used their smaller palettes. I've used so many Morphe shadows, and I'm a huge fan of Morphe shadows, but I just kind of forgot about this. This was my first ever Morphe purchase, and I had heard about it prior to purchasing this, but I don't know. That was back when I never bought anything online, just because I always wanted to see it in person. Now I'm over here buying things online every single day. But yeah, this is like such a like meaningful product, and it has so many memories attached to it. So yeah, the shadows still seem to be performing very well. So pigmented, living. Next I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm also going to just put that all up in the crease, and I'm just going to use that same brush that I was using before, and I'm just gonna kind of blend those two shades together, keeping this one slightly lower. I need a closer mirror. What am I doing? This eye look is not gonna go cute with this outfit at all, but it's fine. Now we're gonna go in with, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to pick between this shade and this shade. I think I'm gonna go with this one and you know, not go like too overboard. And again, I'm just gonna use that same exact brush and go right into that deeper brown shade, and I'm just gonna kind of focus this towards the outer corner of my eye and then like slightly bring it into the crease just to kind of blend things together. So I want to bring back some of that first shade that we used, and I'm just gonna take the E3 from the rose gold / pink bling brushes set and go back in with the first shade that we put in the crease and just kind of like run this along the outer edge of the eyeshadow, just because I feel like I kind of like covered it up a little bit and I definitely want that color to show through. So I'm just kind of like going around the edge of the eyeshadow. This look is giving me total fall vibes. So now I'm going to put this shade on my lid, this one right here. This is like my most used shade in the entire palette. It's so pretty. And I am going to be using a brush because my nails are way too long to be doing that. So I'm gonna take the Bling Brushes E4 from the pink set and dip right into that shade, and I'm gonna try dry. Oh yes, so freaking pretty. I'm gonna go dry, and then I might wet the brush afterwards and see if that intensifies anything. And I'm just kind of acting as if I'm cutting my crease, but I'm not. Well, I kind of am, but not with like concealer. And I'm gonna kind of blend this. I'm gonna intensify it towards the inner corner of my eye and kind of diffuse it out to when I get to the like outer third of the eyelid, so that there's not like a harsh line right there. So I'm gonna take some more product on that same brush and then just spray it a little bit with the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. This is the setting spray that I'm gonna be using today because it matches the primer, and I haven't used this in a million years. So I thought it would be perfect for this video. So we're gonna see if this kind of intensifies things even more, and it looks like it's definitely making things brighter and more like intense. So I will say that I have a crap ton of fallout all over my face. Like it's whoa, literally insane from that shade that we used on our lid. But I was going pretty heavy-handed into it, and it does seem to wipe away without leaving any residual, which that's a good thing. Now I'm gonna just take this brush again from Bling Brushes, the E3, and I'm gonna go in with the first and second shades that we used in our crease and just mixing those together, and I'm gonna run this on my lower lash line. It almost feels like I have a cream shadow on my eyelids. When I sprayed the brush and applied this lid shade, it kind of like turned it into a creamy base, which is sort of odd feeling, but it's cute. So now I need to highlight my brow bone in my inner corner, but what I think I'm gonna do, instead of using one of these shades, I'm just gonna use the highlighter that we're gonna be using today, and I can't wait to finally use this highlighter. But so yeah, I don't think I've ever used this before, and I just recently got it back in, when was that? Around spring break, around my birthday time, I believe. And this is MAC Soft and Gentle. This is like an OG product, but I never had it until like a couple months ago, and I think I've swatched this, but I don't think I've ever applied it to the face. So before we apply it to our like cheekbones and everything, I'm gonna first apply it to my brow bone and inner corner. I'm just taking the E7 from the pink Bling Brushes set, and I'm going to set the eyebrow bone. I was gonna say set the eyelid, but no, we're just gonna set the brow bone, and then we're also gonna do our inner corner as well. How cute is that? Now I'm going to put on some mascara, and for mascara I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara, and this was, I had a full size of this and I fell in love with it, and then I actually purchased another full size, used that up completely, and then I haven't used it in, again, probably like a year or so. So I do have this little mini guy, and I thought I would open this bad boy up and try him out today. I will be using lashes today, but I also need to do mascara. This was one of my all-time favorite mascaras. It gives your lashes so much volume. So I'm actually just doing a very light coat. So that is one very light coat. I can build the crap out of this product, but I'm gonna keep things very light because we're gonna be using lashes and I don't want to go like insanely overboard. So I'm just gonna finish putting my mascara on and I will be right back. I will say that this mascara isn't the best for the lower lash line because it can get a little bit goopy, and I am already getting little dots on my under eye area from my lower lashes being so long and touching my cheeks. So for lashes, I don't have any lashes that I forgot about because I only started wearing lashes very recently. So I'm gonna go in with the style Daisy from D-Star Lashes. These are one of my absolute favorite pairs, and I'm just gonna use the Sephora lash brush tip lash adhesive to apply those really quick. So now we have our lashes on, and I have gotten quite a few requests to do a video on how I apply my lashes, and I definitely will do that for you guys because I still consider myself a beginner to lashes. I've been only wearing them for the last few months, but I have got it down to a very like easy, simple routine, and it works for me basically every single time that I apply my lashes. So yeah, I will have that video coming out, I would say, within the next few weeks. So now we're gonna move on to highlighter, but before we do that, I am gonna set the face with the Hangover Too Faced primer spray and setting spray. I probably should have set my face before I put on mascara and lashes, but we can't skip the steps, so it's fine. We just have to be careful to not transfer the mascara from our lower lashes onto our cheeks, which already looks like it's kind of happening. I do still really like this mascara, but I have found other mascaras that are way less expensive that I love so much more, like the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. This one is so good. And then the Wonder Extensions lash extension and curl mascara. These are like my two favorites right now. I also love the Too Faced Born This Way, not Too Faced Born This Way, Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So right now I wouldn't repurchase this mascara just because I have so many other ones that I love so much, but this was a really good one if you're looking for like a splurge mascara. But I do have some issues with it transferring, but it gives you so much volume. So now we're gonna go in with highlighter, and we're gonna be using MAC Soft and Gentle, and I'm actually going to use a lip brush. I'm gonna be using the M501, and we're just gonna go right in. This is a baked product, so let's see what, oh, we got a little shedding going on. Let's see what the hype is about. She's really pretty and cute, but I honestly don't know that I see what all of the hype was about. This was like the most popular highlighter on YouTube for quite some time. And it's really pretty. Like, I like it. I like it a lot, but I don't think it's like significantly better than any of the other highlighters that I use. I will say I like that it's a very light highlighter. I think that it works well with my skin tone, and it's like very bright. Like sometimes highlighters can be super shiny, but they are too like yellowy or too dark of a base. So I like that this has a very light base and it reflects very like white. That sounds bad, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I do like it a lot. And I don't think it's life-changing, but who knows? The more I use it, I'll probably like end up being freaking obsessed with it. Now we're gonna finish things off with some lipstick, and this is a classic again. Wow, I'm using so many like OG classic makeup products. This was my very first MAC purchase ever, and this is actually my second one, so I used up this lipstick completely and then I bought a second one. This is the Cream Sheen lipstick in the shade Cream Cup, and I freaking love this lipstick, but I can't tell you the last time that I used it. This was like my first like nude lipstick that I ever fell in love with, and it's a very pinky nude. So I am gonna kind of like wipe off the foundation that's on my lips. So let's give her a go. Oh gosh, yeah, this is definitely like a straight up pink lipstick, but this was like my first, like the closest thing to a nude that I absolutely fell in love with. I will say that it kind of smells a little bit off, so I probably need to throw this away. It still looks fine like in the tube, but, and I can still smell that like cupcakey, very sugary sweet scent, but it smells a little bit different, so this is probably expired. So I'm gonna go ahead and not use this again and try to remember to purchase a new one, because I think this is such a pretty color, and honestly I don't need it because I just ordered the entire collection from the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics 20 lipstick nude launch thing, so I don't need to buy that again for a long time probably. But that is that. So this is our finished look. How fun. I'm definitely feeling like my old self right now, like my freshman sophomore year of high school. I probably created this exact look, but probably didn't look as good. But yeah, that was so fun. I loved digging up these old products and using them again. I'm gonna be using the crap out of this. Like, I'm gonna use this up until it is gone. And I definitely like the Codieris Fun Powder and this foundation. Can we talk about this foundation? I'm obsessed. I have been loving the Maybelline Superstay foundation, but this is gonna be another like favorite of mine. I can already tell. And my under eye area actually doesn't look bad as far as creasing goes. Normally I have, well, it's like a tiny bit creasing, but nothing like normal. Normally I have like huge lines of like creases in my concealer, but I guess this powder works well with the Too Faced concealer. So yeah, pretty much everything was a hit today. I don't know if there was anything that was really missed. Maybe the brow pencil, that wasn't really my favorite, but everything else I love. I love this blush color too. Oh, so pretty. I will do my best to link all of these products down below as long as they are still available. They should be. There might be a couple, like that bronzer. I don't know if that's still available. But yeah, everything else I ended up loving. The mascara is something that I had such a good memory of, but now I feel like it's not even like honestly now I probably wouldn't spend the money on it again. But if you asked me prior to me trying this out, I would have said, oh yes, definitely, this is so good. But maybe this is just like a different formula. Maybe I'm just not used to this formula anymore. But I definitely would suggest those other ones that I mentioned over this one if you're looking for a new mascara. So I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I love you so much. I already said that. Yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye. You know, you really got me hooked.